The Invest in a Kinder World Coinspiracy is a project of the Kindacts Network Association of BC. Kindacts thanks the Rotary Club of Abbotsford for their sponsorship of this video production.
Hey, you hear about all the bad things that happen in like Israel and Iraq and Afghanistan. If you do this, you can there can be more of a chance that there won't be bad things that happen.
You've heard the expression, money makes the world go around. Well, here's a coin with a new spin. It's part of an Invest in a Kinder World Coinspiracy. The Coinspiracy is a Kindacts initiative that engages schools and youth groups in creating positive global change through kind action. The mission? A kinder world.
Kinder world is where race doesn't matter and where there's no pollution and there's lots of love.
I think there should be equal power around the world.
Where everyone has clean food and clean water.
I'd see less homeless people.
No bullying and no fighting. There would be peace.
Without worrying about what's happening to your friends in another side of the world.
Caring about others, even plants and animals.
Our environment is treated carefully and respected.
Where you can go outside with no problems.
World without graffiti.
Everyone eating healthy.
People not judging other people.
We could accept who we are.
Feels like happiness.
Everybody would participate in the Coinspiracy.
The Coinspiracy involves the launch and tracking of a kindness coin called a uni, short for the universal nature of kindness. Schools and youth groups registering for the campaign each receive a uniquely coded unicoin.
On the coin, it says you have to do 3 things. One for yourself, one for the environment, and one for somebody else.
Upon completing the 3 kind acts, the coin is then passed on to the recipient of the last act, who in turn commits 3 kind acts and passes on the coin. As each coin passes hands, its amazing kindness adventures can be tracked through the campaign website.
Hey, I wonder where our coin is.
Let's track it on the website.
The first Coinspiracy was launched on a pilot basis in November 2002 with 63 schools in British Columbia, Canada. The campaign was a heartwarming success with over 100,000 humanitarian acts performed and an estimated $30,000 raised in donations for communities in need around the globe. In response to expanding interest in the program, a second Coinspiracy was launched on November 13, 2003, World Kindness Day, with close to 80 schools and youth groups in 12 countries. Schools re-registering for the Coinspiracy held special assemblies to celebrate the success of the first campaign and kick off Coinspiracy 2003.
Imagine when you consider how many people have been touched by this coin that was started last year. Large number of people. Today is also a launch, a start for a whole school to be involved in this project.
Presenting their new unicoin were Coinspiracy creators Gail Smith and Nadine Marshall. First-time Coinspiracy participants embarked on their kindness adventure by having their coin delivered by special escort.
That kindness that you show each other. And that power that's in that kindness not only lights your school and your community, but it lights the world.
Some performed kindness songs which aired on TV, while others literally took to the air.
And what's happening is we're flying over the school. Students have formed the letters Ann Fitzgerald Love Kindness in the field, and we have Lieutenant Governor Lois Hole actually delivering a coin for us to commit 3 kind acts.
Now can I give you a hug?
I think the program you're starting today is such a wonderful idea.
Kind acts to self included, celebrating one's unique culture.
Happy Conspiracy.
Expressing one's creativity.
It's really great to kind of let their imaginations run wild through like popsicle sticks and little pieces of paper and sparkles.
Beautifying the school grounds and adopting healthy lifestyle habits.
We want the school to get exercise. We're running across Canada as a kind act for ourselves.
Kind acts to the environment included planting trees, scattering seeds, cleaning up the neighborhood,
I felt like what we did today made a difference because, like, if everybody cleaned up just a little bit of garbage, there probably wouldn't be any garbage.
learning environmentally friendly habits,
Pick up litter where you live. Don't pollute the air. Don't leave lights on.
what difference does turning lights off make,
You saved hundreds of dollars by turning off the lights.
If every school did this, the district would save $70,000 a year.
packing litterless lunches,
Currently we're doing Litterless Lunch Week, where we basically just try to reduce the amount of garbage in each of our lunches.
Some schools reported that in just 1 week, garbage had been reduced by 2/3.
Well, every day we had 6 bags. And during that week, 2 bags every day. That was it. So way to go, you did an awesome job in that.
And creating games with an environmental mission.
They're saving the earth. Okay, in this game, in here, that's earth, and we gotta get out all the pollution.
The object of the game is to get the most trash in the can, which is the hoop.
Kind acts to another included volunteering time in community service.
Each one of these children represents a person in the world who is underprivileged. I have seen film clips of people that have been interviewed that have received these very items here, and they're just overjoyed.
It makes me feel good because I know that the families are getting what they need.
Delivering packages to communities in need internationally as well as locally.
We're giving it to people that don't have enough money to buy their own stuff.
What's in the bag?
Socks, a bar, underwear.
Raising awareness and funds through special events and readathons.
Read, readathon, this is very cool. Collect $10 sponsorship and help to build
the school.
Guess what? We raised $7,190.21.
You are in fact the first school to have raised money for Room to Read Canada, and I greatly appreciate all the energy that went into it. We're going to create a library in each of the 4 countries that Room to Read does work.
Upon completing the last act, the coin was then passed on to the recipient of the Kind Act, who in turn joined the Coinspiracy by committing 3 kind acts and passing on the coin.
I think it would be really good if our unicoin reached a country where the leaders or the government is not quite what it should be, and maybe touch their hearts.
I hope to see it in the hands of a business mogul because they have the funds to do something big.
I hope that the coin gets passed on and all around the world forever.
To celebrate the many amazing kind acts, a story contest was held and winners awarded a Coinspiracy treasure book to record their kindness experience and success.
I would encourage all schools to join the Coinspiracy. The kids are finding themselves as leaders. It's really coming across as, wow, we're doing all these things and all these little ones are looking up at us as these wonderful people, and it makes them feel wonderful.
If you feel like the world is turning into somewhere where you can't really trust someone, you should do this because at the end it makes you feel like you've helped people in the world.
Hires your self-esteem in yourself.
At the end of the day, you would feel really proud of yourself.
This has been a phenomenal project for us to be involved in. We started out with this little coin, and our ideas were small, and it just grew and grew. It is a very contagious project.
It's really cool to find out sometimes where your coin gets. We got close to the Queen last year.
The kids just they just grabbed it and ran. They thought it was great. I've really noticed a difference in the kids, just the way they have a common goal to do something for someone else.
Parents have told us that the children have become kinder to their siblings, and they begun doing chores without being asked.
It gets the students to look beyond our own school walls, our own borders, and to know that we're part of a global project that's going on around the world is fantastic.
The Coinspiracy
program actually covers everything. Each child is able to see that their individual actions make a difference.
I never knew that I could make such a big difference, and if more people did this, it would soon get bigger and bigger and bigger, and that it would just be joyful for everybody.
If you join the Coinspiracy, then you would be one of the most helpful and important person in the world. Giving feels good.
The school is thinking about getting involved in Coinspiracy. I'd say absolutely. It works on a lot of different levels. The excitement it brings to students, the way it has applications for not just social responsibility, but I mean art programs and writing programs and math programs and science programs, the cross-curricular connections, it makes a lot of sense. And the lasting message and the lasting impact that it'll have on a school community, I've seen that happen in Burnaby, so I think it's well worth taking on.
We'd say join, it's a lot of fun.
We hope you'll choose to join the Coinspiracy, and together, let's make it a kinder world.
Let's make it a kinder world! Let's make it a kinder world!
Feel the love!
All of our schools have programs to fight issues like bullying and violence and social problems. And Coinspiracy is an easy way to address those issues. It's a ready-made package for schools to adopt and for all schools to get on board, for all the children in the school. Schools that have used Coinspiracy have been very enthusiastic about it. They've had some excellent results. It seems to get the entire school on side. It's one of those programs where all children, whatever their grade levels, whatever their academic levels, can grab a hold of and can embrace.
What's really appealing to schools about the Coinspiracy is that flexibility. It's a very simple idea, but you can get everybody on board in the school community, the students, the parents, and the staff, and really make a difference. The Coinspiracy can answer almost any objectives within the school system because not only is it a way of demonstrating social responsibility, but students can be using their math skills to count up pennies that they're collecting. They can be using their graphing skills to graph their progress. They can be using their English skills to write up stories about it. There's a whole variety of ways it can fit in with curriculum.
I think more and more schools have this challenge of trying to find ways of teaching social responsibility, a relatively new concept. And with a project like Coinspiracy, with its universal connections and even the cross-curricular connections, it's a really useful and relevant approach that schools can involve themselves with. Plus, it's really engaging. You get a sense of enthusiasm. And if the students are excited, the parents are excited, and the staff are excited, a project like Coinspiracy has that much more energy behind it.
The Coinspiracy program is unique because it focuses on something simple, kindness. It gives you a tool to use to promote kindness in your school. The Coinspiracy program comes as a program. It's a system. It comes with support, and it comes with well thought out strategies and processes that any school can use. Where we have tremendous success is where kids really become part of the program throughout the school. What we've seen with Coinspiracy and Kind Acts in the last 2 years is kids really getting behind the program and supporting it and becoming the instruments, the energy, the enthusiasm that makes it successful.